we are in Ocotillo Wells, and we are about to go out in the desert and drive
razors.
Yeah, on 70s.
We are out here at Running Rock Ranch with Warfighter Made doing a recreational family retreat. We got a bunch of veterans out here and their families. We're gonna be hanging out here in the Running Rock Ranch Ghost Town Saloon, just really getting the opportunity to talk about today, share the stoke of off-road with others, and bringing them out here and doing it in a group setting. It's really a great experience.
So Running Rock Ranch, where we're holding our events, is a ghost town that was built by also a veteran who has put this all together to provide a place for veterans to come out and enjoy staying out in the desert and enjoying the recreation that's out here. This is all about recreational therapy. It's about coming out for the weekend, enjoying the recreation, which we know has all kinds of mental health benefits, but it's also just getting to know these folks, seeing where they're at, so Warfighter Made can provide the support and the connection that they need moving forward.
It's also a great experience for the families, spouses meeting spouses, kids meeting kids, creating that network that will last past here. For one, because you're hanging around like-minded individuals. And what we always say is positivity breeds positivity. Along with that, it's also super important for us to take those family members, put them in a Polaris RZR, and let them experience it for themselves.
I think it's safe to say that veterans, for the most part, are driven by thrill and adventure. And I think just the environment that they have come from, you know, there's nothing really else like that in the normal world. So to be out here in the desert with these high-powered machines going fast, you know, really gives them that sense of adventure and thrill and excitement again, hopefully get their blood pumping and, you know, put a smile on their face.
My name is Jeffrey Quevedo. We're out here in Ocotillo Wells. Yeah, Warfighter Made does a pretty good job at bringing everybody out on RZRs, and like this one right here is mine, and every time I drive it, you know, it's a little cheesy, but I feel free. You know, I feel like, you know, you have control over a powerful vehicle. It just feels cool, it feels massive. You know, a lot of us are disabled or amputees, and like, you know, a lot of us, you know, going out to places, you know, they don't take that into consideration. They're like, oh, I didn't think of that being on a wheelchair. Or like, oh, I didn't think of that being you missing a hand. So they figure out ways to get guys on these things, and then they pick perfectly good views. You know, they get good support systems from people. That right there alone, like just the atmosphere is cool. Like it's cool and it's calming.
Okay guys, let's just do a really quick safety brief. When you guys are inside your vehicles, please ensure that you're wearing your safety equipment, your seat belts, your helmets, your goggles at all times. Basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna just be playing follow the leader, and you guys are gonna go see some of the cool sights that Ocotillo has to offer out here. All right, ready, break.
Right now we're Warfighter Made family recreational retreat. We're out off-roading. So far with the kids love it. This is the first off-road experience. Just being out here, they were so excited. Then getting in the vehicle. Well, for me, the past 20 years, what was lacking in my life was camaraderie. Being together, caring about each other, loving on each other. Oh, it means the world to me. After being out there with no such thing like this, being alone, Warfighter Made's made a big difference in my life. It's hard to describe this type of feeling.
My name's Carlos Garcia. That's my son Andrew Garcia right there. Say hi, dude. So we're Warfighter Made. You know, we're out here in Ocotillo Wells, just off-roading, having fun, enjoying each other, enjoying our families, you know, and just enjoying life, you know? This is actually my first time ever doing something like this. For me, it was more of a bonding with my boy, you know, he kind of just fell in love with it. I'm here for him.
How'd you like the ride this morning?
It was fun. I got to spend time with my dad because he's usually at work.
What's your favorite thing to do with your dad?
Drive with him.
As you can see, I'm a double amputee. I don't use the gas pedal, I don't use the brake pedal. But what Warfighter made did was adjust and make hand controls for it. Forward to hit the brakes, backwards to hit the gas. I can get in this. I can do the rides with them. They try not to exclude anybody out of it. And if someone comes along where they're like, hey, I don't know how to do it, I know Rob, Danny, and everybody else is gonna be like, hey, we can figure this out.
When Warfighter made their mission of recreational therapy for wounded veterans, they will go above and beyond to assist anyone into a vehicle. Whether it's lower limb loss, upper limb loss, whatever it is, they put in the adaptive equipment necessary to make sure that you're able to drive those vehicles safely and have fun. So whether it's hand controls, whether it's modified foot controls, whatever the case may be, they're adapting it as they need to. The value that we have with these retreats is when it's a one-day event, you plan around the one-day event. You come, you show up, you do what you do, and you go home back to your life and whatever your chores and responsibilities are. The benefit of having this retreat, there's no reason to go home. We're here for the night. Once the adventuring is done and the night is winding down and you're having dinner, sharing the stories of what we experienced, sharing stories from our past, our life in general is something that folks really bond over, and gives them a sense of family and joy that they can't otherwise have elsewhere. So I think that's the value of the retreat is just having it, spending the night and enjoying it long term versus just that few hours.
I'm Erin Fletcher.
I'm Jacob Fletcher, and we are the Chow Hall crew.
It's been amazing just dealing with stress and PTSD and just things from the military and coming out of that and actually finding another family. When you get out of the military, I feel like you kind of lose that camaraderie that you had.
Seeing the ones get together in our groups and everybody that joins up, they get that feeling back, and that's been pretty much the biggest compliment from this group and from other groups that we've known of. This is the one that they can come to and be themselves, talk the same talk, walk the same walk. In addition to the driving and just the meetups, this is a rec family therapy retreat. It got the kids and everybody else involved, so they get to see either their parents, their father, their mom, any of them come out here and actually enjoy themselves.
And just us in general being able to share stories, and we actually get to sit around, enjoy a meal together, and just relax and have fun. It's great for the soul, to be honest, just because when you don't have that, it's a nice outlet to be able to get to do that with other people that you have a lot in common with.
It's been an awesome day out here in Ocotillo Wells. We took our military families out on our fleet of Polaris Razors, and they ripped and ran through the desert terrain, and the smiles on their faces and the enjoyment they had with their kids, we could not have asked for a better day. We're having a great time, but more than anything, this is what we do this for. Being out in the desert is great, they have a great time, but really where the connection happens is when we're sitting down in what we call breaking bread together. We're having meals together, our families are connecting, they're making new friends that end up becoming lifelong friendships and support systems, which is what our recreational retreats are all about. It's about reinforcing those connections and that support system for our military families. I think the event went great. I mean, the feedback that we've been getting from the families, they've just had such a great time, and they've, have thanked us over and over again. Thank you so much for inviting me and my family out. This was awesome. My kids are loving it. I mean, the kids have been ripping and running through the ghost town the whole day, and the smile on the parents' faces while they know that they're in a safe, fun environment with other, families. It's just been awesome. We couldn't have asked for anything better. If you want to get involved, you just got to go to our website, warfightermade.org. You can reach out to me via email, via phone, and I can tell you all about our programs, how you can get involved and be a supporter of Warfighter Made.